Now, what's good, YouTube family? This is your God bless Wont. Thank you for watching another episode of IsmokeHiphop Live. Go ahead and hit that like button, hit that notification bell, and hit that button. Now, King Los, what they call him, you know, he done a lot of things in the past here and there. Now, he defends at the same time while trying to call out Brother Polight while still defending Brother Polight. Now, we've all had this information on Brother Polight. Well, actually, I know I have for the last 7 years. And I know all of you guys got the new information that's concurrently going on. The DNA, the February DNA warrant, all the way to a couple of days ago arrest. Salute to Tasha K for the police report. Now, this guy, King Los, who I'm not going to talk about his married life or who he got pregnant, but this guy who's been part of Bad Boys and trying to make it but never reach his potential, he's going to defend Brother Polight. And I want you guys to pay close attention to these receipts that are going to be played right now. If you don't mind me playing that.
And you be like, damn, bro, you 35 years old. Damn, she 40. What the fuck is up? They never grew up. Michael Jackson damn near never grew up. But we got to look at this shit. So let's get into it. Naeem comes on stage and he brings back the Polight shit. We had deviated from the Polight shit because we was letting Polight talk from his live, and I broadcasted it. Told him I was going to broadcast it. He said it's cool.
You sick.
Right? So Naeem comes back, goes back to the Polight shit. Well, he asked me, and he thinks he's being extremely clever at this point. And it's like,
he's protecting a 14-year-old.
It's hard to deal with people that don't have eyes to see, and they think they're like intellectually arrogant.
You are intellectually arrogant.
Like, well, let me ask you something. I'm like, what's up? Do you know what happened to Polight when he was 8? I said, no, sir, because I already know where he was going with this. He said, so then in that case, you can't apply this to him, and you can't defend him. And I said, because first of all, I could kill him with that same thing you just said, but I said something even simpler. Because I'm using common sense and he's not. I said, okay.
How?
Do you know what happened to Polight when he was 8? He said, no. I said, well, shut the fuck up then. Because you can't use an argument against me that you also don't know the answer to. You have no leverage. It's inequitable, and you just can't use it. It's so corrosive that the very thing you're using to support it could never substantiate it, because it dissolves every time you try to build on it.
Substantiated 7 years ago.
But he doesn't get that. So that was the back and forth of the discourse I had with Naeem, and then he starts saying all these other things because he just doesn't have concise point making, and he doesn't understand what he's saying. So that was that. In a nutshell, what happened with Naeem. So we can move on, because that is not me defending Polight. That is me using my common sense. So what was next?
Yeah, what about when you said, because this is something that I was disturbed about. You said when other groups of people are accused of stuff, they defend theirs regardless if they're wrong or not. Did you say that, King Los? Remember saying that?
I said that.
Huh?
Yeah, of course I said that. That's the truth.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is,
Phil Travis,
the girl is black, sir.
Say that again.
Is that not the truth, Phil Travis?
Yeah, you said it in the context though of this situation, and I'm saying in the context of the situation, when our women don't feel protected, and us as men are not administering justice in a proper way.
Facts.
Yeah, that does seem like you're defending them.
Our women don't even know the truth, brother.
What?
Our indoctrination under this fucking wicked ass European.
Come on, man. This ain't about no white man. This is about
Western indoctrination,
you are sick.
Western ideology, Europeanistic theology, right? We're not even following our cultural understanding. So at our very core, me speaking the truth is just simply the truth.
Brother, what
other
truth?
Groups of people support their people. When Britney Spears, psycho ass, was on drugs, shaved all her hair off and had a public meltdown, They quietly snuck her little ass to a facility, rehabilitated her, changed the press, and then put her ass on tour.
No, she was under conservatorship.
Oh my God, that's not a good example. That's not a good example at all.
So wow.
One second.
That is not.
One second. You got no control.
One second.
Hold on,
You
y'all.
got no control, bro.
You guys,
Like, listen.
I'm sorry, King Los, 1 second. You guys, we're not gonna do that here, okay? I'm just gonna move you down going forward. Okay, go.
Yeah, and once again, it's these people who are intellectually arrogant. Like, honestly, how smart do you really think you are? Like, on a grand scale. Like, do you think there's things that could slip by you? Do you think there's things that could go beyond your understanding? Obviously not. Because the way people speak is like, it's crazy to me. Because that is a good example. It's a good example because what I said is she was damaging herself before the public, and her people snuck her through the back door, rehabilitated her in silence. Same thing they did with Charlie Sheen. This man gave out HIV. What are you talking about? They did the same thing with him.
Can I say something after Los goes?
He's deflecting.
Hey, bro, I'm telling you, if one more person interrupt me, dog, I'm not even gonna say nothing, bro. I'm gonna execute my option to leave quietly, bro.
You emotional.
Hey, bro, keep going, man.
Respect.
So it's crazy. I start talking about Europeans and our people get enraged.
No, we're enraged. You're defending a monster.
That should tell you something too.
It tells us something about you.
So, Charlie Sheen, right?
This is what Tasha K means about weak
So
black
when
men.
I was witnessing the Bill Cosby thing take place, I was in a barbershop. And I have this thing for, I have a love for older black men because my dad was murdered when I was 16. So I always took to older black men as like an uncle figure, big brother figure, father figure. And I always had so much respect for them. So it would be this guy I was seeing in the barbershop all the time. And he was like an actor too. He was like, I recognized him from Hollywood. And I just had love for him. Hey, what's up, dude? How you doing? Oh man, ain't nothing, whatever. Chop it up, whatever. The Bill Cosby thing came across the news. So we're all sitting there in shock. And we all in shock. And I'm like, damn, this is fucked up. This is Bill Cosby, man. It's America's dad, woo, woo, whatever. And the older dude, for the first time, I seen this look on his face, and he said, I know he did it. My jaw just dropped, like, oh shit. This dude is in the industry. So I'm like, yo, how you know he did it? Like, what? Like, give me the juice. Like, what did you see? I'm like, you saw him do it? I was like, no. I was like, how do you know? He was like, oh, I worked with the guy. I worked with Bill for years. I'm like, oh shit, so you were around when that type of shit was going down, and like you saw like some shaky shit, some shit that caught your eye in a shaky way. Like he was like, oh nah, I didn't see anything. I mean, I never witnessed anything, but I'm just saying I worked with him. You know what I'm saying? I know he that type of guy. And I looked at that shit and I was like, yo, something is weird about this shit though. This don't rub nobody else the wrong way in this shop. Like, what the fuck? And I looked at him and I said, man, I'm gonna rock with my people on this one. It was 40 women against Bill. I'm gonna rock with my people on this one, fam. I'm gonna rock with my people. Now, one of the ladies that did this compelling interview, crying.
Stop it, man.
Her name is, I keep forgetting this bitch name.
The excuse
white woman.
Black men make for
straight
is
Hollywood whore. Okay? Straight Hollywood whore. She was on the Howard Stern show talking about how if she wanted a man, she would forcibly put sex on him. Wow. And in the same interview, she had on a dress. She lifted her legs up in the air and showed Howard Stern her pussy. And Howard Stern turned to the side. He was like, ooh. He's like, ugh. He's like, you're disgusting. Like, Howard Stern, right? So this the same woman that was crying saying Bill Cosby put drugs in her drink and she was crying. She said, I can't go on. I can't even speak on it. Same woman. Same woman. So all I'm saying is, I watched Bill Cosby walk out of the courtroom with no charges, and there was no press on it.
Dude, Polight.
There was one like media outlet that put it out. I didn't see black people celebrating. I didn't see, yo, Bill, welcome home. Yo, this, that, and the third, Bill. I didn't see nothing. But when it was happening, I seen everybody against him. But
Bill
I
Cosby
see no news coverage, no media,
with those
no
women.
nothing.
That's the
He
difference.
walked out of this thing,
Brother
and then I saw
Polight's
Judge
denying
Joe
all of
Mathis
this.
or Joe Brown, one of those judges.
Brother Polight's
say,
been caught before.
I don't know why they thought they had a case to begin with. Every judge knew that this case would never stick. And you can pull him up. There's public record of him saying that he's a judge. Okay? So again, our people get held to the fire. They get guilty before proven innocent.
These
or guilty before proven guilty. Either way you look at it. And we sit there and
right
we take part in it.
Look at your
So that's all I was saying. And that was my point. I wasn't defending nobody. I wasn't defending Polight. I wasn't defending Bill. I was defending the truth. And that's it. Only thing I have a right to speak on is the truth. I don't have a right to speak on nothing else. Other people may feel like they want to speak on Polight. They want to speak on the case. I don't feel like I have a right to speak on it because I don't know the fucking truth. I can only speak on what it is that I feel is true.
What about the other allegations
as far as
7 years ago?
What the lady told, the story that she told. I spoke on the logical consistency of her story, which was just a police report.
So you judged
so we don't know if what she told the police was true or not. We spoke on the validity of her claims. Again, does that defend Polight? No, it doesn't defend Polight.
It does.
It puts in question the thing I have a right to speak on is the truth. I don't have a right to speak on nothing else. Other people may feel like they want to speak on Polight. They want to speak on the case. I don't feel like I have a right to speak on it because I don't know the fucking truth. I can only speak on what it is that I feel is true. As far as like what the lady told, the story that she told, I spoke on the logical consistency of her story, which was just a police report. So we don't know if what she told the police was true or not. We spoke on the validity of her claims. Again, does that defend Polight? No, it doesn't defend Polight.
Yes, it does.
It puts in question the person that's making the claim.
That's even worse.
Just like anybody can go to the police right now and say, King Los punched me in the forehead 50 times in a row. The story that she told, I spoke on the logical consistency of her story, which was just a police report. So we don't know if what she told the police was true or not. We spoke on the validity of her claims. Again, does that defend Polight? No, it doesn't defend Polight. It puts in question the person that's making the claim. Just like anybody can go to the police right now and say, King Los punched me in the forehead 50 times in a row.
Bro,
I got dizzy and fell out, then he stomped me out.
What?
Anybody can say that. Anybody can say that right now. If a police come and do a report on that, they're gonna basically put that in a report, and then an investigation has to be launched to see if there's any validity to those claims.
Yeah, but
so again, how did I defend Polight? I did not defend Polight. I only talked about what was common sense to me and what seemed like it was true or not, and that was it. So we can.
Yeah,
hold on one second. Travis, you done with your questions, or you had another question?
Yeah, now I got this last thing to say. So King Los, here's the deal, man. So you're friends with Polight. So this already going to look like a bias. And then when you come on here and our women again are not feeling protected, this isn't some random white chick, 20 years ago something happened. Now she's trying to make money by making claims. This is a woman that he was dealing with for a year, and we protect them over some man that's being accused of the other. The community would have every right to ostracize me until I prove my innocence because of the credibility of not only me and her relationship, but who she is as a person. So for him, enraged.
My bad, gang. My bad.
That should tell you something too. So, whatever. And the older dude, for the first time, I seen this. It was 40 women against Bill. I'ma rock with my people on this one, fam. I'ma rock with my people.
Your people is a 14-year-old child, King Los.
Only talked about what was common sense to me and what seemed like it was true or not, and that was it. So we can.
Yeah, King Travis.
Hold on, one second.
Let's get
Travis,
it. Y'all get in the comments, man. Get in the comments, man.
Yeah, now I got this last thing to say. So King Los, here's the deal, man. So you're friends with Polight. So this already going to look like a bias. And then when you come on here and our women again are not feeling protected, this isn't some random white chick, 20 years ago, something happened. Now she's trying to make money by making claims. This is a woman that he was dealing with for a year and her daughter. And the evidence against him is strong. If my wife came out, because my wife is a popular influencer. If she came out and said some stuff against me and it was a police report and all that and the other, the community would have every right to ostracize me until I prove my innocence because of the credibility of not only me and her relationship, but who she is as a person. So for him to be dealing with a woman like that for a year, and then him to for the evidence to come out against him, and then on top of that, for him to say, "Hey, listen, don't do this because it's gonna ruin my career." Listen, there's too much evidence. We can't have a neutral ground on this. We have to stand firm with our women and show them that we protect them over some man that's being accused of something as crazy as this. So all that talk about, I'm being neutral or I don't know the facts, I wasn't there. Pause for all that.
Damn,
I agree with you on that with the Bill Cosby situation. I do not agree with that on a situation like this when our women is coming out, specifically a woman he dealt with and her daughter. That is so heinous that we cannot afford to get this wrong. We cannot afford to choose, we're just going to stay in the middle. We got to protect our black women. That's the first order of business. We got to stand up for our community because ain't nobody else going to do it. That's standing up for our community, not being in the middle of some man we don't know if he, this is too much, bro. And you got to understand, man, at the end of the day, women is going to look at the things that you're saying. When you say stuff like yesterday, like what you said yesterday, you said, I wasn't there, so I can't really choose sides. Bro, you can't say that. You cannot say that.
You don't tell me what I can say.
Okay, well, brother, listen, I'm saying this, but that's clown shit.
You don't tell me what I can and can't say.
You a clown, King Los.
The conversation I'm gonna have with a woman gonna be a lot different than the conversation I'm gonna have with a man.
You a clown, King
So any man that think he gonna tell me what I can and cannot say must have lost his mind. I can say whatever I wanna say. Straight like that. Ain't nobody gonna tell me what I can and cannot say. If I say I ain't choosing sides, I ain't choosing sides. What this shit is, a gang now?
Side, nigga.
What this gang? I got choosers. I don't gotta choose no side. My side is the truth. That's the side I'm choosing. That's the side I've chosen since I got in this motherfucker. I chose the truth over everything in my life. I choose the truth. I don't know that woman. I don't know what she might or might not do.
Man.
I don't know her. You feel me? And I know this nigga, and I ain't even taking up for him. I'm taking up for the truth. Man. He didn't come out with a side.
You taking up for him, man. At the end of the day, I want y'all to hit that like button, hit that notification bell. Thank you for rocking out with IsmokeHiphop Live, man. This is a travesty. King Los, this is what Tasha K means about weak black men. And there are black men who are attacking Tasha K. They're attacking the mother, they're attacking the 14-year-old, and they're attacking people like me and everybody that's choosing to stick up for a 14-year-old child over a man that we've been calling out for over 10 years now. A man who's been in the same accusations after accusations. But you know what? I guess the community loves protecting these fake so woke brothers. These fake, I'm conscious, so I'm the smartest nigga in the room type of woke knee grumps. Look, I'm your God Bless One. You can find me at DJ_Bless1. Thank you for rocking out with another episode of I Smoke Hip Hop Live. Love your family, love your kids, and stay blessed, gang.